The working hours page is where you will set the working hours, after hours, holidays, and office closures for your contact center. This will determine when callers are able to reach your agents. Calls received outside of working hours will be sent to the call flow that is implemented for after hours. Note, calls that are still in queue when the contact center closes will not be dropped. On this page, you'll see any existing schedules that have been created with the ability to edit or assign them to different queues or IVRs. To create a contact center that is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, click the Add button. On the pop-up window, name the schedule and include a description. It is recommended that the description includes notes about the hours, such as 24/7, and then click OK. The new schedule will now be listed. Click the Edit button to change the name and description. This section is also where you will set up the times that the contact center will be open. You'll see a tab for each day of the week. Since our example is creating a schedule for 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, we will start on Sunday by clicking that tab. Next, click Add Interval. On the pop-up window, input a description. This text will show up on the schedule. And then leave the From time at the default 0000 and the To time as 23:59. This means that the office hours last all day. Now, click which days you wish to repeat these times for, and since our example company is open 7 days a week, we will check all 7 days, and then click OK. When clicking through the tabs, you'll see that the schedule has been applied to each day of the week. The last tab is Exception Dates. If there is any date that will have a different working hour schedule than what we just input, then you'll add that date here. Click Add Date and put the name of the holiday or event and the date, and then click OK. It will then be added to the list. To set up the working hours for this day, click the Edit button, click the Intervals tab, then click Add Interval. Input a description, then select the working hours for this particular date, and then click OK. The calendar on the pop-up will now display the working hours. These exception dates are useful for holidays and events that affect this particular schedule only. If there are holidays that will affect all schedules, and there is an office closure on that holiday, then we will cover how to set that up later in this video. For now, let's move on to getting the schedule operational. To leave this page, go back to the General tab and click Update. Next, click Assign to select which queues and IVRs you want the schedule to apply to by navigating between the two tabs and checking the box for the IVR or queue that you want to assign the schedule to, and then click OK. If you want to assign a holiday to the schedule, then click the Click Here link. You'll now choose the region you're in. This is something configured during onboarding, so if you are only based in the US, then Canada will not be an option. Next, click Add Holiday and input the date and name of the holiday, followed by clicking Update. Repeat this step until all holidays have been added. Be aware that queues can have working hours set up for them separately from this section. Both options are completed during the implementation of the call flow, so you would have to contact support if you'd like to implement these. If already set up, then you can use this section to adjust the hours. Hours configured here, at the IVR level, generally have a check to see if the office is open or not as soon as the caller connects. However, if you have different departments with different hours, then hours can be configured at the queue level and this section could be ignored.